Just got back from picking up a Facebook Marketplace haul. Check this out. Hey guys, I got another big haul for you again today. I just finished putting away all the Ninja Turtles I got from my friend Kyle in the last haul video when this one popped up on Facebook Marketplace. It consists of 62 figures, 9 vehicles, 1 playset, a bunch of extra accessories, and other odd merchandise. This lot cost me $100, which is less than $2 a figure, and that doesn't include all the vehicles and other odds and ends. We're going to go through these really quickly because there's a lot to get through, so let's go take a look. Before we get into the Ninja Turtles, which is the bulk of this lot, we're going to look at all the extras. So we got 2 Bucky O'Hare figures. Here's Bucky himself, and this is Al Negator. Then from Stone Protectors, we have Cornelius here. He's almost complete. It's pretty nice. We got a Dennis Nedry from Kenner's Jurassic Park. And then from the Exo Squad Jump Troops, we have Raymond Longfeather. For extra accessories, here is a bunch of G.I. Joe. This is Ghostbusters, Aladdin, Kenner Jurassic Park, some Micro Machines playsets. This is more Stone Protectors, all for the same figure, who I should find now. This is a wrench weapon from the Mario movie Luigi. We got some Lego and some Playmobil. 1 Z-Bot and this other robot here. Marvel Toy Biz weapon. Little Sandcrawler. Power Rangers missile. And some Kenner Batman. And then the highest money parts here in the lot. These are all from Toxic Crusaders. All the things on top are for Junkyard Dog, and on the bottom are for Toxie himself. Alright, let's get into some TMNT. These are accessories for figures that weren't included in the lot. We got a bunch of parts here for Rock and Roll Michelangelo. This part for a Foot Soldier. All these parts for Triceraton. We got a little calling card for the communicator, and we have this trash can lid that's kind of shiny. I don't know who it goes to. Haven't figured that out yet, but it's definitely not the one that goes to Bebop. Alright, I'm going to try to do these mostly in release order or by similar groupings. So for the initial 10 figures, this is what was in the lot. We've got 2 soft head Leos here. We've got a hard head Mikey who has a unbroken nunchuck, which is sort of a miracle. We've got a mostly naked Splinter here. A mostly complete Rocksteady. Mostly complete Bebop. And a shirtless, horribly posed Shredder. Up next, we've got a near complete Casey Jones. We've got a Leatherhead with his trap and belt, no shotgun. We've got Metalhead, it's pretty nice. We've got a Genghis Frog who lost his hand. And we've got an Ace Duck. Next up, we've got a Mondo Gecko who's seen better days. He lost his tongue. There's no stickers on his skateboard. The sticker's all worn off. Lost his tail too. And we've got a near complete Usagi Yojimbo. One of my favorite figures. I have a big army of these being built. And then there's Napoleon Bonafrog. A name I do not like, but near complete figure here. Then there's Panda Khan, who lost his arm, so I stuck one of his accessories in there. And then there is a Slash, just missing his Sai. Here's all 4 of the disguised turtles. We got Sewer Samurai Leo, Undercover Don, Space Cadet Raph, missing his helmet again. How come I cannot find these guys with their helmets? Where are all of the helmets? And then we've got Sewer Surfing Mike, who's complete, minus his stickers. Then we have Wacky Action Raphael, who spins on his shells like this. So wacky. Then we have Wacky Action Leo, If you wind him up, whips one of his hands around. And I just hate this facial sculpt for Leo. He always just looks like he crafted shell, and I can't get over it. Then we have Storage Shell Donnie and Storage Shell Mikey. And here is yet some more turtle clones. Here we have classic rocker Leo. He lost his hand, but that's okay. He's missing one of his swords. Can't play his guitar. Got both of his records though, and I do have his hand, so I'll probably reattach that with a Lego pin. Then we have Make My Day Leo. If you don't know his name, says so on his gun, Make My Day. I think he is 100% complete. Pretty nice. Then we have Slam Dunkin' Don here. Came with his hoop, but he does not have his ball. Another sports turtle. This is Touchdown Tossin' Leo. Lost his helmet, lost both his balls, but he did come with this slice of green pizza. Then some of the mutant military figures. We've got the Air Force Paratrooper Don. I forgot exactly what his name is. And then we have the Desert Storm Leo, as my friend Kyle calls him. I believe he is 100% complete here with both of his bombs. Alright, let's change it up a bit here with some figures that aren't the main four turtles. We've got Ray Fillet here and his little suicidal fish buddy with the bomb strapped to him. Cool figure. Then we've got Ground Chuck, just missing one of his guns. And another really awesome figure here. It's Wingnut. It's got his wings and his belt. It's just missing the bombs that go on his wings. And we've got his little mosquito buddy here too. Alright, back to some turtles. Here we have Head Dropping Leo with his manhole cover. Put it on his head. Pop him up. Then we've got the re-release of April with the more cartoon-accurate head and the orange stripe. She's got her case and her camera and her mic. She's just missing the throwing star and the gun. Then we've got Toon Mikey here. I really like the Toon figures. This is one you roll the wheel on his back. And his tongue sticks out. He, I think, is just missing one nunchuck. Here's a bunch of figures from the second movie. In all of his rubbery glory, here is Movie Star Raph. He's near complete. Now we've got Movie Star Leo, who only has his manhole cover. And here's old Super Shredder, one of the cooler Shredders, and this one stands much easier than the original release of Shredder. And then we have Toka and Razar. They're both missing quite a few pieces. I have a lot of nostalgia for these two. I remember it must have been my 8th or 9th birthday. First time I saw these in the Shopko store. And my dad wouldn't let me buy them. But my mom found out about it and made him go back in, and we bought these figures for my birthday. Here we have some of the mutations figures. We have mutating Leo here, who turns back into a baby turtle. He's got one sword and his pizza. We've got mutating Rocksteady here, who changes from his human form into the rhinoceros. Then we have mutating Splinter, who I really like his human form here. He looks really happy as a human. Kind of makes me feel bad that he got turned into a rat. He has a weird accessory. It's a piece of cheese and a knife comes out of, so I don't know if he's trying to kill other rats or himself with it. Strange. And then there's the little ooze canister that they all come with, but this lot only came with one of them. Oh my god, it's more turtles! Here we got the sewer-spitting Raphael on his unicycle. This is somersaulting Leo. Then we've got track and field Leo here, which is complete, except for his gold medal. Here we have Smash 'em Bash 'em Bebop and Smash 'em Bash 'em Leo. They come with these attachments in their back, and these two both kick, other ones hit. So these two can have a kicking fight, but you gotta kick him in the chest, and then his head pops up like a Rock'em Sock'em. This Leo's head does not seem to want to stay down. I think it's broken. They're a little light on their accessories. Bebop came with a turtle shell and a mount that he could kick into pieces. It only has one of the pieces. And then Leo came with a board he could smash, but it's missing one of the posts and half the board. Here's Cave Leo and his Triceratops. He's 100% complete with the reins, the saddle, and his two weapons. I just got this figure from my friend Kyle, so I'll probably end up selling this one and recouping my cost for this lot. I heard these are pretty rare, especially in other countries. Someone said so in the comments last time. I don't think they're quite as rare here in America, but they're still worth pretty good money. Next are some figures from the third movie. We've got Samurai Michelangelo here, Samurai Leonardo, then we've got Samurai Raphael. It's the only one that came with his samurai mask and another weapon. And then we have the Rebel Soldier with his war horse here. Pretty neat figure with cloth goods, and he can ride on his horse. It's missing the stirrups for his feet, though. Let's look at some of the other weird merch that was in the lot. Here's a little, I think it's a pencil topper that has Donatello inside with some water and some glitter. It's like a little snow globe. See that? It's probably hard to see, but pretty odd little thing there. Most of the water has evaporated over time. Here's some little cosplay pads that came with like a little cosplay Leonardo outfit. Here's a classic fanny pack. Early 90s, fanny packs were all the rage. They're kind of making a comeback. It's got Leo and Don on the front doing a little fighting. Does not fit me. I did try. I was going to wear this to Kane County, but I'd have to get like an extender strap for it. Then we've got a talking Leonardo wristwatch. I haven't put batteries in this to see how it works, but there's some buttons that make him talk. And the watch is up top in the back. I did have a Leonardo watch when I was a kid, but it was the non-talking version where he has the swords crossed in the front when you flip it open. And then we have a whole bunch of bubble bath bottles. We have one for each turtle. We got Raph, Donnie, Mikey, and Leo, and a bonus Raph. Now it's vehicle time. We've got the classic party wagon that every kid had. This one is missing the mirror from the other side and one of the bombs. Other than that, it's complete. And the nice thing about this one is that the door here is not broken, and it even has the tab that holds the door shut, which is probably the hardest to get piece for the party wagon. The only downside is that the stickers are pretty rough on this one. Here's the bad guy's equivalent of the party wagon, the foot cruiser. It is missing the windshield, but it does have the little flags, which are probably the hardest part to get. Tons of chrome wear on it. It's showing the white plastic underneath. And it does have the turret that goes in the back. Here's another classic vehicle, the pizza thrower. It's missing pretty much all of its parts, but the main body is pretty nice, and the battery compartment is clean, which is what the problem is with the one I currently have, so I'm going to mix these two together to make one nice one. There are two turtle cycles. Both of them are missing the front headlight. This one's also missing the handlebars, and they're both missing the slime bucket that goes on the handlebars. Other than that, it's pretty nice. Couple of boats here. We've got Raph's speedboat. It's missing the windshield and pretty much everything. And then we've got Leo's tugboat, which is, I think, only missing the sail, but it has all the parts besides that. This is the Mutaski, which is a transforming vehicle. Kind of starts out as a little four-wheeler like this, and then you flip the sides down, and it becomes like a jet ski. This back end flips, and then it comes with skis to put on your turtles, and they can ski behind the jet ski. It's pretty cool. It is missing one of the bombs that goes on the bottom of the ski, but other than that, it's pretty nice and complete. This is Rocksteady's Pogo Copter. It is complete except for one missile on the other side. It's kind of a weird looking mini helicopter. Open this up and Rocksteady fits inside. I don't know who would give Rocksteady a pilot's license. He's a moron, but there you go. And the last thing is the remains of a sewer playset. It's got some good small parts like the cap for the fire hydrant, which is usually missing, parts for the elevator. We got 3 sections of tube. We got the electrical poles. So it's missing the floor and the back wall here, and the top floor and the rest of the elevator here. So I'm going to attempt to find some more parts for this at Chicago Toy Show next month. Shouldn't be too hard. This is such a common playset, and it's always just in disrepair like this, so finding parts for it should be pretty easy. So that's my haul. I bet you can't find a better deal on that many vintage action figures. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the Toy Cave for more vintage toy hunts and hauls. Thanks for watching.